West Ham United 0, Newcastle United 1. What a frustrating game. Frustrating because, in all honesty, I'm not really sure that we should have lost that game. It was one of those games where nothing was going to go in. There's an awful lot of endeavour. I can't say that we played badly. Some people were saying that they were all over us in the first half. I don't know what game they were watching, but for me, it was quite an even game. And it's down to one chance that they got. First half, look, lineup. No surprise really that despite a number of players coming back from injury, the lineup was exactly the same. Lucas Paqueta was on the bench, and so it was the same lineup that started the last two games. And in the first, we took it to them, didn't we? In the first few minutes, we had a couple of great chances. Souček had one chance where he completely skied, and after that they kind of settled Newcastle, and it was a little bit, to and fro, and it took a couple of great saves from Areola in the first half to keep us in the game, but we were in it. We would never look like we were sort of like chasing the game in any way. We never really looked like we were in any sort of real danger. The way it was looking, it looked like it would have probably ended up a draw, and I think a draw would have probably ended up being a half decent result. We played through at the back, Skulls and Wan-Bissaka as the wing backs. We flooded the midfield, and we had both Kudus and Bowen sort of intermingling up front. And I know there's going to be a lot of criticism on Mohamed Kudus again. Tonight, there's going to be a lot of criticism about him holding onto the ball, etc. He just needs that chance. I think he played okay. Again, a lot of endeavour, but just not a lot of final outcome. First half was pretty even. They had their chances. Like I said, it took Areola a couple of really good saves to keep us in the game, but we didn't look like we were sort of under the cosh. We didn't look like we were sort of scrapping. I think we were well organised. I think we were pretty well set up. I think the team is playing like a team. You could see the endeavour. It's just that final ball, that final opportunity at the end of a lot of moves. We just don't have that cutting edge. We're not scoring as many goals as we probably should, which is a shame. But second half came much the same as the first. There was nothing between the two teams, and as the game was wearing on, you could see that the subs were being lined up, and then of course they got their goal. Just before their goal, Areola pulled off God knows how he managed to save another fantastic save again to keep us in it. And then just before the subs came on, always happens, doesn't it? We're just about to make changes, and they got their goal. They went 1-0 up. And it's really weird because subs are meant to come on and meant to change the game for you. But I think now against Leicester, when we made subs, they didn't work. And the three subs that we made in the second half, Paqueta came on, Carlos Soler came on, and Dinos came on for Todibo, for Souček, and I can't remember who else came off, but they didn't work. It looked like we were sort of struggling to find our rhythm again, and it kind of stifled our rhythm. I wonder sometimes. I get it when managers want to make impact subs, getting 2-3 subs on at the same time. Sometimes I do wonder whether it's just better to bring on maybe two, see how that goes, and then maybe bring on another one or two if you need to. I mean, he did put Ferguson on, and later put James Ward-Prowse off. He kind of was trying to flood the front line. But look, Ferguson doesn't look right, does he? He's got. You kind of expect him to be that sort of that target man up front, but that's not working for him. I don't know if it's the way we're playing, it's the formation, if it's the style, if it's the tactics, but that's not working. So we've made our changes. It didn't work. We endeavoured. We had opportunities. Look, there was two penalty shouts. The first one, Kudus, I must admit, I leapt off and thought it was, and then looked at it again. and realised that kind of went for it. He dived. But the Jared Bowen one, when he was pushed, was that not a penalty? Should that not have been looked at? Apparently it was, I don't know. But there was something about the goal that they scored, and I don't know what it was they were checking, whether it was offside or whatever. But that was given to them as well, so I can't comment on that. I was on the other side of the pitch. It's frustrating, because we didn't play badly, but we didn't have an end product. And it's frustrating because of that. It's frustrating that we can't put our chances away. We had a few chances, but Pope didn't really have that many saves to make, if any at all. But we had chances, but we just, didn't get them on target. And it's such a shame. But the endeavour's there. You could see what Graham Potter is trying to do with this lot. You can see what he's trying to do with regards to the style of play, and you can't fault it. Again, Ollie Scholes, I thought, was fantastic. That going down one side, Wan-Bissaka on the other side. Our defence looked pretty solid until the goal. I didn't think anything was going to get past them. I think Kilman is looking better and better as he. Todibo, surely he's now fit enough to play a whole game. No, he looks all right. It didn't look like he needed to come off. I don't know why Todibo came off on the 65th minute, but there you go. We just didn't have enough legs in the middle of the park. Paquetá, good to see him back, but you've missed 2 or 3 games, you're going to look a bit rusty, aren't you? So at least he got a run out, but he didn't really show much, to be honest with you. Carlos Soler, he does an awful lot of running, he gets himself into decent positions, but again, no cutting edge, like I've said already about Ferguson. I just don't know. I don't want to criticise the lad too much, because people are saying around me we haven't seen enough of him to really judge him, but I don't know. It just doesn't look like... He looks like a lump. And I don't know if that's how Graham Potter wants to play his football, by having a lump up there. But then he bought him for Brighton. He must think there's something in him. But I don't know if he fits our style, to be quite honest with you. Frustrating evening, to be honest, because I don't think we should have lost. I genuinely don't think we should have lost. We were a match for them, and the one chance they took, they scored from it. And it's a shame. But now we've got Everton this coming weekend, of course, against David Moyes. Of course, all the fans are going to want to get one over on him. I'll be up there with everybody. We're all going up there en masse. So fingers crossed we get something out of that. But tonight was frustrating. He changed the tactics when he brought Danny Ings on. He went with 4 at the back and tried to flood the midfield, tried to flood the front line. It just didn't work. Is there anyone that I can criticise? Not really. Kudus it ain't clicking for him. He knows it's not clicking for him, and maybe sometimes when it's not clicking for a player, he tries a little bit too hard, I guess. But we move on. We move on to Saturday. We'll see what we can do up at Everton. It'd be great to get one over on David Moyes, but not just that, but just to get 3 points. What a shame tonight. I genuinely think we deserved a point at the very least tonight. We didn't deserve to be a team on the losing side, but there you go. I'll be on tomorrow. I'll do a reflection show, maybe look into the game a little bit more in depth. So look out for that. Sorry I've not been on the last few days. Been clearing out the flat, and I've done my back in, so I don't feel 100%. But I'll be back again. I'll do a reflection show tomorrow, so look out for that. And then there'll be the West Ham Weekly tomorrow night as well, which is usually on a Monday night. But of course I'm here, which is why it's not on tonight. So look out for that as well. So thanks very much for watching, and I'll see you all soon.